A lot to discuss this morning, and we're starting off with happenings at the National Assembly on Wednesday, specifically at the Senate, where lawmakers resisted attempts to invite tax administrators into the Senate chambers for an interactive session on the proposed tax reform bills. The lawmakers argue that the proposed session was unplanned and not listed on the day's order paper. TVC News has more.
It is not a matter that you just come and tell us after we are doing business of the day.
It all started when the leader of the Senate suspended Rule 12 of its standing orders to admit visitors into the Senate chambers. The chairman of the FIRS and other tax administrators were invited into the hallowed chambers to brief the lawmakers on details on the proposed tax bills, which has stirred a lot of controversy lately. However, the decision met stiff opposition from lawmakers as they resisted this, insisting it is against the Senate standing rules.
Committees of the Senate and Appropriation can invite for the interaction of this manner, but not the Senate in session. I think our rule does not cover invitation to consultants or any official of government to come and brief the senators.
I beg you in the name of God, this matter is very, very important to not only us, but Nigerians that we represent. And we swear by Bible and Holy Quran that will represent the interests of the people.
Senate shall by resolution regulate its procedure. This is what we have just done. This is the resolution that we have just passed. You needed to have known what we have done. I therefore rule you out of order.
It took another intervention by the leader of the Senate to invoke Rule 1B of its standing rules, which permits the Senate to regulate its procedures to proceed with the enlightenment session.
Nigerians need to know, and we also want to know. Let's hear these people. Let's ask them questions.
Let us know about the bill. Let consultants tell us what is there. Let the crafters of the bill, that is FIRS, tell us about the bill. We want to make it as open as possible.
After much persuasion, the tax administrators were finally given a chance to speak and explain to the lawmakers the importance of the tax reform bills.
Of course, we do not want to tax seed. We will wait and tax the fruits when people have invested and they are making prosperity.
Ensure sustainable revenue generation and lay the foundation for a robust, inclusive economy.
The session will continue at the next legislative sitting when the lawmakers would have evaluated all facts and figures put before them, highlighting areas of concern that need clarification and further legislative action. TVC News, Abuja.
All right, so there's been a lot of controversy over, this plans by the federal government to tighten the tax regime, the tax payment regime. Of course, the federal government bringing on board tax experts led by Taiwo Oyedele, renowned, experts there on how it can, sanitize the tax, environment. There's been a lot of hue and cry over the multiple taxations the Nigerians have had to endure. And at the same time, when you have to pay this much taxes, what do you get in return? But the federal government now says there is need to streamline this so that, yes, states can get what is due them. The federal government will get what is due them, because there's still a lot of shortfall. There's still a lot of lapses and leakages here and there, which is not helping any side, be you on the part of the government or the governed. Of course, there's still been the controversy as to, the good intentions behind this new tax dispensation that the government says will be, for the good of everyone. And then what the drama yesterday, it remains to be seen how today will go, because we understand that a crucial vote will be taken on whether this tax reform bills will have, will go.
Absolutely. So I believe that, the House of Assembly, they do have the way they do their things. They have the normal way. If they want to have a discussion or conversation or debate over a bill, there is a way they go about it. This public hearing is something that they should have had the what's it called, the everything written there in the schedule. This is what we're going to be discussing. I guess that's one of the reasons why they're saying no, we can't have this debate.
Where
now,
they were coming in from.
It's as if we were just being cornered. So we need to debate this thing because it's very crucial. But if you look at some of the key controversies, the Northern Governors, they are opposing the Northern Governors Forum. They claim that the bill disproportionately affects the North due to its weaker economy and lower average income levels. Senator Alim Dume, as we just saw him, his criticism, he actually bases on argument that the bill was will make worsen poverty and lead to job losses in already vulnerable sectors. But then the Northern Redemption Coalition, even within the North, they support the bill, asserting that it will encourage regional self-sufficiency and equitable source allocation. So if you hear what the tax experts had said, and even the one championing it, he said something like, economic growth, that he believes that the reforms will boost Nigeria's fiscal stability and diversify revenue streams. Also, but critics actually fear that the bill may increase the cost of living and widen economic disparities if not properly implemented. But it's also leading to some sort of regional tensions where the north-south economic divide could widen if adequate measures aren't taken to address regional peculiarities. But I love one of the arguments that the tax chairman is advanced when he said that it's not about where the companies are that they will be paying tax. What about the places where they are consuming some of the products that are coming from these companies? So we also have to, share this taxation. The process of this tax according to where we have larger consumption of this. So if you look at the argument for and against, it's also going to help develop this country because it's also looking away from, okay, what are the things, the process we are getting from oil, and some other things that we need to do. Rather than just oil, we have other areas where we can make monies from.
Right, it's an ongoing conversation. As you have said, we hope that all sides will be heard, and there will be room for agreements. There will be room for concessions, and there will be room for due monitoring to ensure that Nigerians get the better deal that they deserve. In the